This is a Bridgeport story. 203 story.
Yeah, hear me? Hear me, no, man?
Real OG story.
Tony,
And me say West Side story. Yeah, watch ya now. First of all, me have to big up all of Bridgeport town. Big up the West Side and me stamping ground. Big up the North and East and all around.
Yeah,
Cause
man.
anywhere me go, you know, say me well known. Big up PT, Colorado we run. Pan State Street to Clinton, up we wall it down. The thugs them pa and cat them never left a gun. And the dogs them a bit strap from your violate you done. Go Marina Village, where the thugs them a savage. Big up the whole of Iran and the youth them from Basic. A long time we there, so wanna run this bitch. At the port we represent, so hear this. Yo, dogs! Me say a Bridgeport, me representing. Long time me there, so do the damn thing. Them a watch and them a pre, them know we locked in. Yo, dogs, me say West Side, that a my side. And you know me have the matic on my right side. Anytime when you see me, well I jet life. Yo, dogs, story. 203 story. Me say OG story. Hear me now? Real West Side story. Hear me now?
Hear me, no, man? You know what the lockdown, pop down, drop down since it now be a thing, you know. I represent for future TV. You don't know, you know, watch the West Side story on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to my new show. Y'all know me, some of y'all. My name's Kevin Jefferson. Some of y'all know me as Kev. Some of y'all know me as Big Kilo Roo from the west side of Bridgeport. And I'm here today on my new show. It's called West Side Stories. And basically, it's just telling you stories about me, my life, things I've seen, things I've been through, things that have happened to me. You know, just give you a basis of me, what I've been through, and what I've been going through, what I've been through in life. We're gonna have guests coming on sometimes. Sometimes we'll have guests. Sometimes we won't have guests. This is mainly based around me and others like me. You know, if anybody that knows me knows I lived a hard life, and I think I have enough stories that I can come and tell the people, man. Some of my stories will make you smile. Some of them should make you laugh. Some of them should be like, he's lying. I don't believe that story. And I'm just trying to tell you me, man. Any story that I tell you, it can be fact-checked. You can go back, check the facts on it. Everything I say here will be true. Period. No lies. No lies. So some of these stories are going to make some people mad. Like I said, you know, that's you. That's your feelings. It's not about you. I'm not trying to sig nobody out. I'm just telling my life. Things I've seen again, things I've been through. I'm going to have guests some days that have been through similar things as me. Some haven't been through similar things. And we're going to keep it all together. So I guess today, you know, for the first story, I'm going to take you back to somewhere in 1994. It's around July. It was about 1:30 in the morning. And it's me, my brother Nitty, my Jamaican homie Nardo. And let me give you a picture. We're on Lewis Street in Bridgeport. And if anybody y'all know that street, there's a building that's pushed back from the street with a big parking lot in the front. And that used to be my spot. And we used to hustle from there. And I had my cars. I used to park all my cars in the parking lot. And we used to hang out on the parking lot while we had the people on the block getting money. And I had this one guy getting money for me. And I don't remember his name, but we used to call him Tony Montana because he looked just like Tony Montana from Scarface. So we're sitting in the car. Well, Jimmy and Nardo are sitting in my car, and I'm in my wheelchair sitting outside the passenger door talking to them, while Tony Montana is at the front of the house. And he's the one that's hustling. He's the one getting money. We're just there to supposedly protect them and watch them because we didn't protect them this night. So I'm sitting out in the parking lot, and he's out there hustling, and you know, we're over there shooting the shit, smoking weed, getting high. all the shit you're not supposed to be doing when you're hustling. And Tony Montana calls me. I hear him, Kevin. So I said, what the fuck? So I look over there at him. He's waving for me to come here. So, you know, I roll over there to him to see exactly what it is that he wants. And when I roll over there for him, he wants a light. So I'm pissed off because he done stopped me from what I was doing and called me over there because he wants a light. When he could have walked to me and got a light. So as I'm sitting there and I'm telling him like, man, I ain't giving you no goddamn light. Why you didn't come over here and get the light? And he's telling me, you know, we used to talk shit. So he's telling me, fuck you, give me a light. And I'm talking shit. We talk shit back and forth to each other about the light. So I know I'm gonna give him a light, but I pulled a lighter out of my pocket and I went to light the lighter for him. And as I was lighting the cigarette, he was lighting the cigarette while I'm holding the lighter. I just heard bang, 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 bang. And as I'm lighting his cigarette, I see not the bullet, because you can't see a bullet, but I see something go through the flame and put the flame out on the lighter. And it hits him right in his face. Boom. Now, mind you, I'm sitting there, so I'm about 4'5" sitting down. And he's, you know, bending over. I'm lighting his cigarette. And as I hear the pom, 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 it goes through the flame, hits him right in the face. When I see it hit him right in the face, I go, oh, shit. And duck and try to move. So I grab my wheels and I roll back until I hit this car. But I still can hear a lot of gunshots going off. And as I look up from where I'm at, because I grab my chair and I flip myself over to the ground so I could get my gun out. And as I hit the ground and I'm looking up, I see these bullets just hitting Tony Montana. Boom, 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 boom. And all of them are hitting him. They're right on point. And it was a lot of shots. So they had some big shit. And the shots are hitting him. Boom, 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 boom. And he hits down on his knees and like he wants to crawl. And he's looking dead at me. And I can see the blood pouring out of his face. And he's calling me. Oh, shit, Kevin. Oh, shit, Kevin. At this point, I still hear gunshots. I don't even remember how long it was, but I heard like a lot of gunshots. At the time, I didn't know that my friend Nardo and Nitty was returning fire to across the street where the gunshots was coming from. So I'm on the ground and I look under the car because I'm expecting to see feet running across the street. And if I see feet running across the street, I'm going to start shooting under the car. But no feet came. And I don't know what the time limit was, but when I look back over at Tony Montana, I guess he tried to turn around and grab the gate to pull himself up, but he just was there on his knees holding the gate. My friend Nardo and Nitty run up to me. Yo, you okay? I tell them, yeah, I'm okay. Get my chair. Get me back in my chair. So they stand my chair up and they put me back in my chair. And we go to take off to get back to the parking lot because we see Tony shot. They just returned fire and we're thinking, let's get the fuck out of here. But when they go to lift me up, I notice that my leg is just kind of limp, my foot. And when I look down, the whole bottom of my foot is red and bloody. So somewhere in the midst of all that shooting, when I went to try to get away, I got shot in the foot. So they grab me, they throw me in the car. And I'm screaming, I'm shot. We know I'm shot. So we got these guns on us though, all of us. And we take off out the parking lot because we want to get out of here before the police come. And we take off at the parking lot and our thought is to get to the hospital, but then we remember we got these guns on us. So we fly, I take my shoe off and I have a hole. Man, I can see the hole is about this big. And I take my shirt off and I wrap it around my foot as tight as I can. And my grandmother's about 4 blocks away from me. So I fly to my grandmother's house, get my little brother, give him the toys, the guns to put up, and we get back towards the hospital. So I take off and I get to the hospital and They come in the hospital, so I'm there, and I guess the hospital reports that somebody just came in with a shooting, and I see the police walk in, and they tell me that they're not going anywhere, and they want to talk to me. So they wrap up my foot, they bandage my foot, and I'm leaving with the police. So I leave with the police, and they take me over to the police station. And when I get to the police station, I see that they got my friend Jimmy and my friend Nitty, excuse me, and my friend Nardo at the jailhouse as well. So I'm like, what are y'all doing here? And they arrested us as we was leaving the hospital. So I'm like, for what? We didn't do anything. So the the police took us down to the police. Well, they had us at the police station and pulled me into the rooms, I guess, for their interrogation. And they're trying to tell me that I killed the man, which all the evidence shows that didn't happen. And I guess from all the shell casings, they can tell that it was two groups of people shooting at each other. So they thought that Nardo and Nitty were the ones that were shooting back. So they needed me to say, yes, that's what happened, but that wasn't going to happen. So we stayed in there, and, I stuck to my story. I was giving them a light, which was the truth. And they started shooting out of nowhere. And they kept me there from 1:30, 2:30. No, actually, it was about 3:30 that morning when I left the hospital. We didn't know how long we were in the police station, but it was funny because when they let me go, of course, it was daylight outside. My son's mother was there, and my grandmother, to get me, and no bond, no nothing. They released me, and when I got outside, my friend Nitty was standing there and told me that the only one that was left in was Nardo, and it was funny because when we went back to find out what was going on with Nardo, we was informed that he was going to be staying in jail because he didn't have legal status to be in the United States. So we were sad about that because unluckily Nardo got sent back to Jamaica, and we did see him again. We went to Jamaica, but that's another story that I'll tell you another time. But we went and we went back to the block, and it was funny because I lived in the same building with Tony Montana, and when I got there, his wife was there, and I really couldn't even look her in the face, even though I know it wasn't me. I didn't do anything, but it was funny because word gets back to us that she's telling everybody that I killed him, and which was ridiculous. And she got scared. She moved out of the building, and I seen her years later and told her, like, I didn't do that, right? She said she knew, but really didn't do it. And it was a sad thing because Tony was a real good friend of mine.